Yeah, so we are a basic combat training brigade. So, are we all right? On? Okay. Yeah, so the first 10 weeks of the Army experience is basic combat training. We don't do advanced individual training, depending on what career field, military occupational specialty, or you'll see it abbreviated as MOS. So depending on what MOS your trainee is going into, they will ship to one of a number of other training sites to learn their real job in the Army. We get them through basic training, get them the basics of being a soldier, and then we pass them off. So yes, every soldier that leaves here, leaves 434, will go to advanced individual training for follow-on trainings, two different sessions. All right, what actions are being taken about reports of bullying and so forth? I'm not disclosing the training, but there are concerns. Yeah, so there are concerns. And these are, you got to remember the population we're dealing with. Usually a very young crowd, 18 to 22 tends to be the common age group that we're dealing with. And we have all of the concerns that come with that age group. I will tell you that we have high quality NCOs and the drill sergeants that watch every day. If anything comes up, we tell your soldiers in training, and I'd ask you to emphasize, and you don't need to tell me the name ever, but I'd ask you to emphasize that if they feel truly secluded or isolated, and they're being deliberately treated wrongly, we have ways to process that information. We absolutely, and I spend a significant amount of my time dealing with the higher level concerns that come from those. So I would ask you, please, if it is a significant concern, the trainee can bring it up to their drill sergeant. If they're not comfortable with that, they can come talk to the commander, and any of them can come talk to, it sounds weird, they come talk to us about anything, anytime. We take those complaints very seriously, especially if one of the cadre is the perpetrator. But if it's another trainee, we take that seriously as well, and we'll address it immediately. We take that very seriously.
Lexus 400 trainees have more phone privileges during the ATS. Yes, each location differs. I'm not sure on the local policies of the brigade command team on that. Normally it's in line with TRADOC policy. But the answer is yes. That is not our OE operating environment, so I really don't know the answer to that, but 100% yes. They will get more phone time. I want to say during the weekends, typically here at Fort Sill, typically it's like a half day of work on Saturday. And then Sunday obviously is off, and I'm pretty sure every time I go to PX on late Saturday or Sunday, they're logged in on phones everywhere that I see around the installation. Yeah. That's why I do my commissary and PX shopping on the weekdays.
Yeah, and those two specifically, if your soldier in training is going to Field Artillery Branch or Air Defense Artillery Branch, that's a 13 or 14 series AIT, we can confirm they get plenty of time on their phones, and they are all over the PX on the weekends. Here, while they're here, just to be clear, we allow them 30 minutes on the phone every Sunday. If there's a significant event that comes up either with the family or with the trainee, as we mentioned earlier, a trainee gets injured and sits in the hospital for an amount of time, we take special consideration. We will give them additional phone privileges to have some communication back home to you. Okay, your trainee is worried about snitching and getting their whole crew smelled. That's exactly the concern that trainees always come up with. It's just it is a factor of the age group that they are. We do not compromise. Somebody tells us what's going on, they can do that anonymously. They can submit an equal opportunity complaint, any of those things. I've got a couple of more minutes here, so I think I can afford to do probably 2 more questions. I've got one up on the board here, but before I'll wrap up when I'm done. I've got Emily Stovall up. Give me a second here. So is it mandatory for our soldier in training to travel back via plane, or can you travel back with parents driving from North Carolina? Okay, there has been confusion, right? The policy before remains the policy now. And if for split ops trainees, they may travel home with parents, right? So they do not have to. All we ask for that trainee is that they let the chain of command know before 8 weeks into training, before week 8. The reason we want to do that is so that we do not buy them a ticket, and we know that they're going to travel with you, and we release them straight to you after graduation, and you can take them home. Absolutely. All right, Jessica Sawyer, will there be any ceremonies or events on Family Day that they will need to attend, or are we just picking them up? So Family Day, yeah, they'll do a quick at the battery level. They'll come in and they'll do a quick introduction, show you your soldiers. They'll be out in formation, but it's not very much. It's not significant. Yeah, there may be promotion ceremonies that occur, but it's not a very long ordeal. The intent of Family Days is to get you contact time with your trainees so that you can take them out, enjoy a day with them, and bring them back here in time to be back at the unit. Okay, yeah, got a little bit more time. Anything else? All right, so while we're waiting, if I get one last question, I can hit it home before I take off. But listen, I appreciate the opportunity to work with all of your trainees. The welfare, safety of your soldiers in training is my utmost priority. So I want to take care of everything that I can. I will be on these town halls every opportunity. If you missed a chance to ask a question here, I'd ask you please type it into the chat. We will get back to you. We're pretty good. I keep looking over